Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me. I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about, first, I'm coloring today. It just kind of helps with my ability to stay on track. I'm finding. It's a little mandala. My wife had gotten me these when I had gotten out of the hospital to help with regaining my strength. And I kind of fell in love with them. So I do a lot of coloring and it's pretty relaxing and it's good hand exercise. So I enjoy it. So today I wanted to go ahead and color with you guys and talk to you guys about the duality of our lives, right? The duality of our existence. And I guess through my struggles, I've learned that you can't have one without the other. I know it's such a cliche saying, right? But in all reality, you really can't have one without the other. I can say that I've been blessed to be able to see both sides of the economic standpoint. From when I was really younger, I was poor. We were on welfare. When we lived with my grandmother and my mother, and I remember being on welfare. I remember having to go and get food from the pantries. So, but I also have the opposite of that, right? I couldn't really enjoy what I currently have now if I didn't know the other side of that, And I think some of us kind of get caught up in that because we don't understand the duality of our life. The circle of life. Get it? It's a circle. There's going to be ups. And there's going to be those in-betweens that you're really feeling comfortable. And then things start to happen, right? And it comes down to the bottom of it. And it feels like everything is on your shoulders. And you can't take any more. And then there's a gleam of something that just comes around back to the top where you're happy again. It's the circle of life, right? And it's the wonderful beauty of it. If you want to take it morbid, feel free. If not, then you see the light and the positive in it. You can't have night without the day. You can't have hot without cold because you don't know what the other one is like. So in a sense, that's how I was able to see that the down times in life were my lessons and what I needed to learn differently, right? And I'm learning how to handle each wave of life, whether it be up or whether it be down, humbly, and see it from a perspective of what do I need to learn from this? And even in my positive times, right? Times when life is really great. What am I learning from this? What do I need to learn from this? But celebrating not just in the fun times or in the times when the universe has blessed you, right? But celebrating in the times where you're not so blessed and life is a struggle. It's the same thing with, the Christian beliefs, right? So everyone is always asking God for things, right? Praying for such and such and praying for X, Y, and Z. But when you finally attain that, what happens? You stop talking to God, right? You don't need him anymore. And then things start to fall apart and you think, oh shit, it's because I didn't praise him enough or whatnot. And no, it's because it's a cycle of life. God giveth and God taketh away, right? Isn't that the scripture? So we have to understand that in our own lives, in our own beliefs, that things happen that are positive and things happen that are not. And we need to just keep going with the flow. And as we continue to go with the flow, and not saying like, oh, be all holy and stuff. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that learning how to take those moments when life is trying, and take those moments with grace, and handle them with grace, and handle them with tact, you know. It's funny, I had a conversation like this earlier today of handling things with tact and not. And learning how to evolve and develop, right? So even in life, when it gives us hard times and we freak out and we react and we're like, why is life always doing this to me? Right? What is that really doing in that moment? What are you really getting out of it? Versus stopping and saying, okay, I'm angry, right? So oh my gosh, the other day, for no apparent reason, I just felt this enormous anger, right? And I had realized it, and I started noticing it, and I was like, why am I so angry? And I didn't know how to release it, and I was driving. Well, I wouldn't call it driving. I was rolling because traffic was so bad that I just said, you know what? Forget it. I don't know where this is coming from, so I'm just going to let it out. And I just, screaming. I was that crazy person you look over and you're like, the hell is wrong with that person today? I was that person. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. At any rate, I digress, but yeah, just knowing what to do in those moments, and sometimes just screaming like a lunatic helps. It helped me realize, like, why the hell? I don't even know why the hell I'm mad, you know? And sometimes it just happens. But understanding what to do in those moments, and not lashing out at someone else, right? And I could have lashed out at other people, but I realized that it was for naught. There was no reason for me to be upset. And life happens that way as well. I mean, not in that minor, situation. Life sometimes really gives a punch into peeps, But it's what you do in that moment of anger and anguish that you're able to begin to see that this too shall pass, And I remember the day for me. It was December 13th, 2016. No, 2015. No. Yeah, 15. I can't remember the date. At any rate, December 13th was the day. I finally said, you know what? The way I'm reacting is no longer serving me. I need to change the way that I respond to people. And I've had some setbacks. I ain't gonna lie. There have been some setbacks, but I'm learning in the process. I'm still learning how to be an example by living it, right? Not just by getting on video and talking about it. But by living it and living my truth and practicing what I preach and letting go of things that no longer serve me. But understanding that when life brings problems, like today, I had another issue when I got home and found another situation that I had to take care of. And I'm like, doggone it, why in the hell am I having to deal with this all the time? And I have to address this a different way. I have to address this in a manner that's going to be compassionate and understanding and loving. And I took a moment, pulled out my coloring, and just sat for a minute, and just thought about how can I approach this in the best way? And good thing I did, because it definitely could have been a different outcome. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. So learn how to take those moments in stride. I mean, even those rough ones, even those ones where you want to throw stuff and you want to act out, just go do what you need to do to release that energy and come back. But please don't hurt people. Like, don't lash out at people, because it's when you really find the root cause of the situation. If it is that person, go speak to that person, but do it in a manner that's not going to be lashing. You know what I'm saying? But recognize that this is a cycle of life. There's ups and there's downs. It's always happening to everybody across the world. You are not the only person going through these things. We all are. Just some choose to talk about it, some choose not to. And it's just all on you handle it and how you handle it. And we're all on different levels of learning, and we have to just do us, focus on us, focus on inward, focus on our ability to stop and seize the moment, right? Carpe diem, or whatever it's called. Seize the day, seize the moment. This is the moment that you're living right now. So if you haven't done anything to progress your vision, if you haven't done anything to progress what you want to see your successful as, know that it's coming around the bend. But every day, try and do something, even if it's journaling, even if it's something as simple as, sorry, I had to turn off my diffuser there. It stopped. Even if it's something as simple as just writing in your journal, that's kind of where I started, with this whole video thing. Write in your journal. Write down ideas and then execute. And there will come a time when you execute. I'm on my way to being debt-free. It's something that I've been working towards for a long time. And I've been, I wouldn't say poor, but I've been, strapped for a long time. And I'm excited to finally be debt-free. Literal debt-free. Whoop, whoop, boop, boop, boop. And I planned, and I stuck to the plan. So, anyways, there's a lot of things going on there. But yeah, understanding that life comes, life goes, man. You have to learn how to ride the wave and learn how to ride your emotions, and learn how to control those. So, the duality of life, the black and the white, there is gray area as well, but we tend to react on either extreme. And if we learn how to react somewhere within the middle and understanding that this is a part of the big scheme of things, this is part of a bigger picture, you also begin to learn it's not always about you. That's another thing that it's not always about you. What you're going through sometimes isn't even about you sometimes. It's about you learning to having the heart to help somebody else through something because of your own heartache. So sometimes it's not about you, though. Like, I learned that really quickly. Like, after getting out of the hospital, I was like, this whole second chance is not about you, P. It's about you fighting yourself, but it's about you helping others. So get out there and help others. And this is how I've chosen to do it, is through video. So understand that, life has its ups, life has its downs. And like Bruce Lee said, right? Be water. Become whatever you are in at that moment. Learn how to adapt. I think that is the message that we take away from that, right? Water can be a solid, water can be a liquid, water can be a gas. Learn how to adapt. Be water. And go with the flow as well. So that's what I have for today. Thank you guys for joining me during my coloring session. I appreciate you so much. Stay strong, folks. Stay blessed. Stay present in this present moment, because this present moment is all we have. And I know, again, cliches, right? Cliches left and right tonight. But the truth is, Today is all you have. This moment is all you have. So thank you for sharing this moment with me tonight. I truly appreciate it. And remember never to give up and to always keep going. Thank you so much. Peace.